Today's editorial is Absorbing Foreign Capital Inflows, and the advice in this editorial is a robust debt market is a prerequisite. What is a debt market? Debt market comprises of two parts. One is government securities market and the other is corporate debt market. Here the concern raised is of corporate debt markets. Now let us start analyzing the editorial. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's scheduled deliberations with global fund houses on Thursday on how to accelerate the flow of international investment into India is timely. To the extent footloose global capital. Footloose is a word, it is a combination of foot and loose. Footloose means free to go, can move freely, unattached. To the extent footloose global capital that is free to move, free to go, whose quantum has gone up by the trillions of dollars worth of quantitative quantitative easing. Quantitative easing means quantitative easing is a monetary policy whereby a central bank of a country buys government bonds or other financial assets in order to inject money into the economy to expand economic activity. So we have understand the meaning of quantitative easing. To the extent footloose global capital, those global capital that are free to move, free to go, whose quantum has gone up by the trillions of dollars worth of quantitative easing. That is, quantitative easing is a monetary policy, and central governments of many countries is buying government bonds and other financial assets in order to inject money into the economy to expand economic activity in the wake of pandemic induced slowdown. Quantitative easing done by US Fed, European Central Bank, Bank of Japan and Bank of England in the wake of pandemic induced slowdown can find its way into real capital formation. Instead of merely inflating asset prices, both the providers of capital and the projects that receive the capital will gain. Now the identified problem, due to that we don't have robust debt market. Had India had a deep and liquid corporate debt market, the job of attracting capital to India would have been relatively easy. We have just seen there are two types of debt market. One is government securities market and the other is corporate debt market. Indian corporate debt market is underdeveloped. It is the cause of concern. It is the identified problem. So editorial writes, but India does not have such a market because we have underdeveloped corporate debt market. This means that global capital has to flow into specific projects and stay put for some time, pushing up the cost of the capital. If we don't have developed corporate debt market, robust corporate debt market, in that case, how the capital will flow? The global capital has to flow into specific projects and stay put for some time, pushing up the cost of the capital. So we are exploring other route apart from a specific project. Another possibility is for the government to sponsor special purpose vehicles to receive foreign capital and offering a guaranteed return in dollar terms, sparing investors the risk of rupee depreciating. How this strategy will work? Sound macroeconomic management on a sustainable basis and regular increase in local productivity above the rate of productivity gain in developed countries are preconditions for such a strategy to succeed. If sufficient capital is drawn into a large enough number of commercially viable infrastructure projects that together are guaranteed to raise the economy's productivity significantly, such an enterprise can be managed. The National Infrastructure Pipeline can come in handy in this context, which has identified 7,269 projects worth a combined $1.5 trillion. So the best option would be, the viable solution is, this capital flow should be drawn into significant number of commercially viable infrastructure projects. And from where we can get these commercially viable infrastructure projects, we have identified 7,269 projects worth $1.5 trillion. Now, advice to the government: there can be no let up in the effort to create a functional market for corporate debt. As we have seen, corporate debt market is underdeveloped, so it is high time to make effort in this direction to make it a functional market. The deeper and more liquid the market, the easier is for foreigners to invest their capital in India, with the government having to provide little more than integrity of accounting and governance. The goal should be to make capital inflows automatic rather than mediated at the highest level of the government. This is the advice for the government. What government has to do? The government has to create a functional market for corporate debt. Second, the goal should be to make capital inflows automatic rather than mediated at the highest level of the government. That's all for today. Thanks for listening.